I like my
A in front of my G, in front of my, in front of my, in front of my, in front of my. I like my Aggie pride. Say what?
Aggie pride.
Yeah, yeah. Hello, everybody. My name is Ashton.
I'm Lois.
I'm Wisdom.
And I'm Kyla.
And this is the Aggie Perspectives Podcast.
Woo!
The Aggie Perspectives Podcast is a group of 4 Aggies that come together in a sit-down conversation to talk about their own perspectives of what it's like as an Aggie. The topics that we'll talk about in the first episode is what our perspectives were going into our first year at North Carolina A&T.
And then things we wish we knew before coming to A&T.
And G-Hair versus Aggie Fest.
And things you need to do / know when preparing for graduation.
So I'll start, I guess my perspective going into my first year at A&T after I graduated high school, 2020, which was the midst of the pandemic, and I really didn't know whether A&T was going to go virtual or we were going to be in person. And so I was preparing to finally leave the roof from under the roof of my mom, which I haven't done all my life. When I got here, I stayed in Cooper. Yeah, so I stayed in Cooper, and a lot of people do look on Cooper, like y'all said, like as a bad thing. But to me, I'm not gonna lie. Outside of the showers, like I had my own room because it was the pandemic. So yeah, and I think I quickly made friends because with us being in the pandemic, we had no GHO, we had no organizations to go to and to attend, and basically outside of class, all we could do was network with people and like try to make friends. And so I say, me personally, like it was a scary experience at first, but as I got into it, it was like I think I made the right decision to go on A&T. So
Okay, so for me, I didn't come my first year because of COVID, obviously. And then I want to say I came my sophomore year, and then I didn't stay in a dorm, so I never got the dorm experience, which I kind of wish I did. But they were going to put me in Barbie. I was like, no, thank you. So I don't want to be that type of character. No. And they're going to have us do sign-ups for the bathroom. I was like, no. Yes. I think I was hearing other people that were like, oh, well, we didn't have to do that anymore. I was like, oh, I could have went. But no, I got an apartment and then stayed off campus. So yeah, I didn't really get the networking experience until my sophomore year. But other than that, I mean, it wasn't too terrible. Yeah.
I feel like my experience when I first came to A&T was definitely different than others because I transferred from out of state. So I transferred my sophomore year, and I didn't stay in the dorm either. I went straight to an apartment, which I really felt like I wish I would have stayed in a dorm because when you stand in a dorm, it's easy for you to network, like you said, and just meet different people. When you go straight out campus, you kind of isolating yourself to meeting new people. Then you don't be knowing what's going on campus.
Right.
So it's like, I be seeing on people Instagram stories like, dang, I should have went to campus today. Like
parties and stuff, snowball fights, can't even do that.
Yeah, and I definitely do. I recommend anybody, even though you may not want to stay in the dorm may be your best option. Whatever you like.
I had a good experience so far. I did stay in the dorm. I felt like I was God's favorite. I did get pride my first year.
Oh wow!
So yeah,
wow.
So living wise, I was living life. I had a great time. It was easy, semi-easy for me to make friends because a lot of the friends I met them in orientation. So I'm glad that I did go to orientation. And even then, I just kind of bit off of that. And yeah, I'm trying to think. I did network with a lot of people in Pride. Didn't even realize it until you had said something. So yeah, my experience have been good so far. Yeah.
So I like what you said about being staying off campus versus staying on campus. Because that's actually one of my main points what we're going to talk about in our next topic is things we wish we would have known as a freshman or even as like a underclassman, freshman, sophomore year. And like I said, my main point is like not trying to rush off campus, basically. Like, that was the mistake I made. Fall semester for my freshman year, I stayed in Cooper. I went home because of COVID. Like, so I took my spring semester online. And basically, the next year, my sophomore year after the summer, I got an apartment with my friend from back home, and he went to UNCG. So we got an apartment together. And I was like, yeah, like, let's get an apartment. Like, we're going to be able to do whatever we want. And I didn't really know how that would have affected me and my social life as much. Basically, in my second year, and even in my third year for real, being in the same apartment, I was just going on campus, finding parking, going to class. Yeah. And that really took up a lot of my social life. And I was thinking about it like, well, what would it be like if I decided to just be a RA or like just go in a different dorm and have that a part of my tuition, let financial aid pay for that, and still be able to do whatever I want to do, maybe have my own house, even though like the bathroom situation stuff might not be the best. But, you know, I think my social life would be a little bit more different. And I know I've been yapping a long time, but not too much. Not too much.
Yeah, like definitely when I had first came, I had stayed in Sebastian, which like ENT still owns it. So it was kind of like, it was an easy way to commute to ENT, like come to campus and stuff like that. But when you don't have a car, and it was my first year, and the bus schedule would just be running whenever you want to run. But once you like submerge yourself like into like the group that you find and like meet people who have similar interests as you, I feel like it's so much easier for you to connect with them. Because it's not hard. I always say it's not hard to meet people at ENT. It's hard to meet the right people. Because you're going to meet so many people here. And they come from so many different backgrounds, but they may not align with like your beliefs and what you believe for and stand for and stuff like that.
One thing I wish I would have known before coming is like really knowing what major I want to go into, because when I came in, I was a liberal study major, and like I was doing it, I was like, this is like, it was cool. Exactly. What is it? The point case, like, even when I was taking the class, I'm like what am I doing? What am I even doing? Like, yes, the easy A's and stuff, most definitely, but I was like, I wasn't getting nothing from it, and I knew like that wasn't really the path I wanted to go on. So I definitely wish I would have came in as a mass communication student at first, and I also wish that like I had merged myself into this to our department sooner than what I did, because I feel like I feel like I didn't get enough time to like really be a part of this department and be in my major as heavily as I would have liked to. But yeah,
kind of to piggyback off of that, I wish that coming in I would have stuck to truly what I wanted to come into college for. I was a marketing major, and then I took accounting. It wasn't for me. That after that one test I failed, I emailed Dr. Huskar. I was like, look, I need to go. That's when I became a journalism student. Yeah, but I like it. I just wish I would have, taken opportunities more, and stuff like that.
Definitely, yeah. Especially getting more involved with like the orgs here on campus, like like NABJ.
Yep.
The registrar, like I feel like you know about the registrar and stuff like that, but it's like I don't know, like people don't. I don't want to say they don't go, but I don't know.
It's the register.
I said the register. And I didn't say nothing.
I want to let you finish. I want to let you finish. So we're halfway through. Next is Aggie Fest versus GHO.
Okay, what's y'all name?
Which event do you like more?
Me personally, I enjoy GHO better. I do. I don't know. I just feel like GHO is so much funner. It's like you have so many people's coming back to school, and also I ain't gonna lie to you, especially in GHO, you find the right alumni. They'll pay you some money, okay? It happened to me before. So.
Well, what people y'all?
Listen, so I don't know. It just feel like a bit like family reunion for G-Ho. It's so much fun. Yeah. And yeah, I prefer G-Ho over Aggie Fest. For sure.
I agree. I'm a big G-Ho fan. I love G-Ho down. Aggie Fest is cool. It's just because it's warmer outside. But I like that like family aspect oriented feel when like the alumni come back because G-Ho is really for them. But like when they come back in that tailgate, I love the tailgate. Like the tailgating, like I just feel like everybody got good vibes. We all lit and we just be outside.
I like hearing the different like experiences they've had. Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
Listen, don't kill me. Okay? Listen. And I'm going to be brief. G-Ho, I like the vibe, the aura, everybody coming together. You know, we celebrating A&T. But if we talking about the Aggie perspective, but if we talking about the Aggie perspective as A&T students, not alumni, Aggie Fest is more catering to us.
The alumni never gave you no money.
Okay. It's giving up
that may be it, but the weather is nice.
Okay, but
I don't gotta wear.
Be nice sometimes too.
Sometimes.
I feel like I'm not gonna lie though. I feel like that cold breeze. Yeah. Give it like, and then it's football season.
No, because look, and this is why I'm mad because I bought a yellow puffer. Right?
It was warm.
That whole week.
And it was warm.
The whole week was cool. It was chilly. I'm like, Saturday, I'm like, yo, what's going on?
But you say you like the warm weather.
I like the warm weather. I could wear my.
Improvise your fit.
I could wear my shorts. You feel me? I could really put some stuff on for real.
You was gonna put no hoochie daddy shorts on?
Not doing.
Not doing.
I'm saying might have somebody auntie.
Oh, not the auntie.
But I'm just saying.
He said he wanted money.
But let's move on to our last topic, and two of the people in this group are graduating this spring. Shouts out to them. I wanted to ask you guys, how are you preparing for graduation, and just reflect over your 4 years here at A&T.
So prepping for graduation, it's been a journey, guys. I've gone through 3 dresses, ordering cap and gown.
That we had to pay for.
Yeah, and in the store that costs from between $40 to $65 depending on which one you want. What are the other expenses? Get our name card, cords, and so it's been a lot. But I mean, kind of just taking it day by day, trying to figure out what I'm gonna do with my life. So yeah, looking back, I've enjoyed my little 3 years. I would say 4, but I don't really count the first year because that was online. But I mean, I've learned a lot. I've met a lot of people that I know are gonna be like forever friends. Yeah.
Going into graduation, it's definitely like a bittersweet moment. I'm not gonna lie. Like, especially I feel like this week as closer, like as we get in towards these last few weeks and like we're going to finals week and everything, I just kind of feel like, I don't know, like I be like, I'm a real reflective person, so like kind of looking back now at all the people we've met and who we all have classes with, like we won't ever be in the same vicinity like with us like this ever again. So like I be really trying to like be resourceful as much as I can right now, because it's like once we gone and leave and go into like our real lives and stuff like that, unless we like friends on Instagram or Facebook, that's it. Like
we never gonna see each other again. Like,
but like I definitely do say like coming to A&T was the best decision I've ever made. Like I wouldn't have chose any other school, even though I transferred. I really do feel like God made this my purpose and my plan to really come here, because it just made me really grow more as a person, and I just learned so much about myself and learned so much about other people as well.
Well, with that being said, that concludes the very first episode of the Aggie Perspectives Podcast.